Second half underway. Jamaica leading New Zealand 26-23. Taking their time, New Zealand. In fact, they're going backwards. Maya Wilson trying to put the hold on, but New Zealand not confident to put that ball over. There it goes. And Jamaica had that storming finish to the second quarter. The two teams were even there for a little while, and then I think they scored about 3 in a row fast.
Well, Jane Watson, she tried to go up. She had all the elevation, but just not quite the fingertips to get a hand to ball.
That's the start Adine Thomas would love. That's a good pass, a feed over there to Fowler. And that's the kind of impact you want players coming in to have, keeping the same momentum, keeping the same intensity in the game.
Nicely done. Janelle Fowler. Gosh, what a star of the game she's become. Connie Francis watching on.
Goalkeeper, leave the ball.
Well, joining me now, I have the assistant coach of Jamaica, Rob Wright. Well, Rob, you won the first. The Ferns came in and won the second. What was your take on the first half?
I thought in the first half we played well against their defence, played up a bit more up and down. I thought in the second quarter we went a little bit sideways and stopped probably our really good pass and cut. So I thought we played a little bit into their defensive hands. And I just felt probably in defence in the second quarter, we probably just give them a little bit too much space, sat back a little bit too much. So, and they exploited that. They played their really composed short game and did really well.
You've made a change in that wing attack position. What have you asked of Adine Thomas?
Oh, look, again, just probably we really want to try and play more up and down the court. And her pass and cuts did a nice, real good job of that yesterday. So hope to see more of that. I think that's the way we just need to play here.
And is Shamira okay?
Yeah, just rolled her ankle. So we'll see how she goes. Certainly got plenty of firepower with all our defenders. So yeah, big couple of days to come. So we'll keep seeing how we go.
Thanks for your time, Rob.
Cheers, thank you.
That's nice to hear, isn't it? Rob Wright talking pleasantly about Adine Thomas, given what she's been posting on social media, putting some very tongue-in-cheek photos of Rob Wright and all sorts of funny hats, and he seems to take it in good spirit.
It is, and that's how you want, just the interaction with your coaches and your players, and it just shows the chemistry and the relationship that Rob has built with this Jamaican unit.
Well, he's a great guy. He's an assistant coach of the Northern Mystics in Auckland in the New Zealand competition. Of course, that's the club that Grace Wecke plays for. And I know he sent his best wishes to her after her injury.
Yeah, I think Rob Wright's made a real difference to this Jamaica side. He's got a very tactical and technical brain, and he's certainly implemented it in the Sunshine Girls. As Whitney Souness hits the deck.
A rare moment that Ekanasio finds free space in the shooting circle.
Sorry, Tara. New Zealand will call for the floor to be won. Floor.
So I think Whitney Souness here standing to show the mark where there's perhaps a little bit of moisture.
Ring attack, you happy with that?
Jamaican bench on their feet. The New Zealand bench was warming up. They're all now sitting. So I don't know, maybe we're looking to see some changes soon. Knowles have been unusually quiet in this game, Jenny, with changes.
Well, Fowler yet to miss a goal, 26 from 26. She's the powerhouse at the back for this Jamaican side, as we see Delaney coming out for that one.
Well, I think leading up to this game, she'd missed 6 goals in, what was that, 5 games? That was awkward for Ekenasio.
Contact centre. Okay for contact. Goal centre contact with the shooter is now. Jamaica.
Gina Crampton on the bike. Doesn't always mean anything much though, does it? Players, of course, who are on the bench, they need to be ready to come on at any time in case of an injury. So 4 goals between these two sides. Oh, looked as though Hardenberger had been tracking that, but it went safely into the hands of Fowler.
So the Silver Ferns, they're staying within 5 of Jamaica. They won't want it to creep out much further, but Ekenasio, just these last few phases of play, Silver Ferns finding Ekenasio and Wilson a lot easier along that baseline.
Barney's moving off.
No question about who they are supporting. Oh, and there's a good win for the Ferns. Confused centre pass.
Contact centre.
Just moving into better positions. The amount of work that the New Zealand shooters have to do as opposed to the Jamaican.
Well, they're certainly getting the ball, the Silver Ferns. The Jamaicans have had 34 attempts, Silver Ferns 33. And as I say, good movement from Wilson on the base there.
There you go, Karaka. Tapasa, Rickett, Maturo. And just look at the battle between Jane Watson and Janelle Fowler. Of course, they were teammates back in 2017 when Fowler was at the Southern Steel.
That's the connection, Rob. Coach Wright is talking about Adine Thomas. Her passes in the circle has been quite impressive from yesterday's game moving into today's.
Contact centre.
So this is the depth we talk about when we talk about the Jamaican setup. Katie Dehenny has come on, replacing Chimera Sterling, and the intensity inside the circle, the marking inside the circle, the closeness, the tightness, the connection with Jodian Ward, that has remained. And this is really what you want to see with these top teams, and which we have been seeing over the past couple of days.
And I wonder if that ball going through the hands of Jodian. Oh, that's a nice dab from, and a twirl from Ekenasio.
Well, great defensive pressure from Ekenasio on the line, and comes all the way down into her hands down the other end, and there's another offensive contact. Boy.
No, but you know what, Anna? I'm pleased that was called, because that is the one that always annoys me, when the defender is set up and the other shooter comes in underneath her. It has to be a contact.
And I think it's a bit unnecessary quite sometimes, especially if the other shooter is very close to the pole. Just allow the shooter to take the shot. Put yourself in a defensive position, because when you fight or you squeeze through there, you're unable to get any rebounds.
Injury time, goalkeeper.
And here we have another change.
Goalkeeper.
Yeah, Sterling re-entering the game.
Wilson going to goal defense, Ward to wing defense as well.
Okay, just hold on. This is umpire's emergency time. There's blood on players.
Okay, so there's blood on players.
They've have got blood on them. So
Okay, so we just need to reassess
Both
here.
teams,
But
can
gee,
you check yourself for blood
what a good
very
game.
quickly?
36-33. There's Romelda
Centre, can I have the
Aiken-George.
ball, please?
So everyone's having to have a quick look on themselves to see where the blood's
Quickly
coming
get the
from.
other ball. Thank you. Just the other ball.
And we see Plummer here going into that wing defence position and Ward across to goal
Sorry,
defence.
yeah, all yours.
Oh, through the hands of Heffernan.
Again, lovely feed from Adine Thomas. She's got great release. As we see just the pressure there from the Sunshine Girls.
Well, I think we've seen a few players drop the ball or go through their hands. I think it's intense out there, but this is another little push from Jamaica.
Contact wing, manage contact, goal defense. Manage contact, goal attack. Manage contact, wing
Where
defense.
Ignacio is way out there, and then she sets off.
Nice little pop feed from Heffernan into Wilson.
Jamaica.
And we're back to that 4-goal margin. 5 minutes remaining in this third quarter.
In the centre third, where the ball is now.
Still no changes.
Annie
from Nolene Taurua. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they're doing okay at the moment. I don't think I'd make any changes.
No, I
It's a
like
tough one.
I
Yeah.
like the fact there are no changes.
No. I would like to see some changes. I think for me this is tactical. This is my opinion on this.
Wait, you'll have to wait.
I think if things start to blow out a little bit more, maybe bring Selby Rickett on just for that height factor at the back, perhaps.
Yeah, I was interested that she was I think one of the players who
Yeah.
never got on the court at all yesterday. Now what's happening here? Is that Crystal Plummer?
So that was a quick stint
Have you got a
from
different
Plummer.
dress on, goal defence?
I think that was
You've got a
perhaps...
different dress on.
Wilson had to change her dress because apparently there's been blood on her dress, so there's no name on Wilson's dress. No. Okay, so new dress.
Yeah, clever work from Wilson. She just landed a little bit off centre, so she did the give and get so that she landed balanced and could get the goal.
Good to see Shamira Sterling back in the game. I mean, I would have just had her sit out for the rest of the game just to be, just cautious.
She doesn't look like she's got an ankle injury, Simone. She's going good guns in there.
Oh, well, that's about the first mistake Ignacio's made in this game. And I guess it was under the pressure. So 38-35. The Jamaicans seem to just watch this. Again, I think that ball must be incredibly slippery. Yes, Janelle Fowler.
100%.
33.
100%. And Jamaicans have been, shooting has not been the challenge for any of these top teams. But Jamaica have been consistently in upper 90s throughout this tournament.
Contact, goal defence outside. That's it.
And I do wonder, if too often Janelle Fowler doesn't really get the credit she deserves. Because people say, oh, she's so tall. And yes, she is. But she's got to move, she's got to get herself in position, and she's got to be accurate.
Whoever says that, let's put on Janelle's dress on them and put them out there, and let's see what they'll do.
And she comes up against some torrid defenders.
Oh, you know Anna.
She does a great job.
Jamaica!
40-36. 2.5 minutes remaining, third quarter. Plenty at stake in this game. The winner of this will top the pool and go through to play
In the goal third.
Australia, who has now finished second in their pool because of that perhaps upset loss to England. And then, of course, it's not quite cut and dried over whether or not New Zealand proceeds through to the semis, but it is looking highly likely.
Goalkeeper.
I'm sure if South Africa was much closer in goal difference to New Zealand, we would have seen some changes by now. But again, we see some movement on the bench, a new centre back going on the wing defence. So let's see if we'll see them enter the court.
Wing defence. Wing defence. Jamaica.
Wilson only missed the 2 goals so far, so she's travelling pretty good in terms of her accuracy at the back, 92%.
Oh, nice work from the New Zealand defence. They confused the space.
Yep, that time Kelly Jury, she had those arms up. She's being a nuisance in there.
Nice defending here by the Jamaicans in the attack. New Zealand having to make about 4 or 5 passes in the goal third, and Jamaica's attacking third before moving down the court.
Contact, goal defence. Contact, wing defence.
Well, New Zealand look a different team to that played South Africa yesterday.
I mean, New Zealand is a fit team, you know, in shape, but to play 2 hard games back-to-back must be a bit challenging on the legs, but we know New Zealand, they've been preparing for these moments.
And they wouldn't have had much time to sit there and watch that game against South Africa. It would have been quickly reflect, move on, and look forward to Jamaica. So great that they've actually come out a much better team than they were yesterday.
Yeah, something like 15 hours, I think, Annie, between last night's game and this game, and the Jamaicans, to be fair, wouldn't have had much more time.
Right, because Jamaica played just before New Zealand.